Hey guys, how's it going? So for this video, I want to take a look at the recent reports and speculation surrounding the creation of a Breaking Bad movie that centers around the plot of Jesse Pinkman following the conclusion of the very last scene that we saw of him during the series finale of Breaking Bad. Okay, so as virtually every single fan of Breaking Bad is aware of, there have been many reports circulating surrounding the filming of a movie that will take place in the universe of Breaking Bad, following the announcement of a standalone film written by Breaking Bad creator Vince Gilligan under the name Greenbrier that, according to the Albuquerque Journal, tracks the escape of a kidnapped man and his quest for freedom, which reportedly started filming in New Mexico at the end of last year. Now, while there is still currently very little information surrounding this film other than what I just stated, there has nonetheless been much assumption that based on the aforementioned reported description of this project, that this film will as a result encompass the story of Jesse Pinkman following his escape from the captivity of Jack Walker's compound, which took place at the end of the final episode of Breaking Bad. So with this very little information that we have surrounding the backstory of this film being taken into account, this now brings us to the question of what precisely could the plot of this film entail. Interestingly, that being said, directly in regards to this question, in the immediate aftermath of the series finale of Breaking Bad, series creator Vince Gilligan did an interview with GQ where he, among other things, spoke on the subject of the extremely ambiguous fate of Jesse Pinkman following the conclusion of his storyline in the plot of Breaking Bad. He stated, "My personal feeling is that he got away, but the most likely thing, as negative as this sounds, is that they're going to find this kid's fingerprints all over this lab, and they're going to find him within a day, or a week, or a month. And he's still going to be on the hook for the murder of 2 federal agents. But yeah, even though that's the most likely outcome, the way I see it, it is that he got away and got to Alaska, changed his name, and had a new life. You want that for the kid, he deserves it." So what Vince Gilligan is of course referring to in this interview is that following Walter White murdering Jack Welker and his entire crew via a remote-controlled activated M60 machine gun attached to the motor of a garage door opener in the trunk of his car, we then saw Jesse, following one last glance with Walter, drive off into the distance, which thus ambiguously concluded his story in the plot of Breaking Bad. However, as Vince Gilligan also stated in this interview, while the initial storyline appeared to imply that following Jesse's ordeal, he was now free to drive off into the proverbial sunset and live happily ever after in Alaska, at the same time, it appears that following the plot that transpired over the course of the final episodes of Breaking Bad, Jesse would of course be a wanted man, following an investigation into what happened at Jack Walker's compound, which would uncover his fingerprints all over his meth lab. Furthermore, now with Kingpin Walter White being found dead on the floor of this same meth lab after being hit by a stray bullet from his own M60, who should be noted in the episode entitled Ozymandias essentially admitted in a recorded conversation on the phone with Skyler to the murders of Hank Schrader and Steve Gomez, it seems almost certain that the DEA and a litany of other federal agencies would thus now be actively pursuing their one and only lead in this case, Jesse Pinkman, to the ends of the earth in an all-out manhunt in connection to the death of these 2 federal agents, who Hank's wife Marie could corroborate made a confessional tape for them and was also the last person that they were seen alive with. And now, after taking this information surrounding the apparent backstory of this film into account, it appears that while the creators of Breaking Bad previously felt that it was the right choice to leave Jesse Pinkman's storyline completely ambiguous in the plot of Breaking Bad, it now seems that following the announcement of this film, they have ostensibly changed their minds, and we are now instead, as a result of this, going to get to see a definitive conclusion to the extremely open-ended storyline surrounding what happened to Jesse Pinkman following the conclusion of Breaking Bad. And with all of that being said, I absolutely cannot wait to see what this film will have in store for us. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed this video and also want to see additional videos where I discuss and analyze the potential plots and other various aspects surrounding the backstory of this purported upcoming Breaking Bad movie, in addition to any other additional news surrounding this movie, then definitely make sure you subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any new videos prior to the release of this film. As always, my name is Anton Jackson. Thanks again for watching.